Good work, Ames.
Oh, you did it. Do you hit
Did
it
it.
with like 2 seconds to go or 3? How long is it? What's the delay?
It'd be so much faster if I had a new computer. I usually hit it at the 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's muted still, so it's wrong, but it's better than nothing, right? As they say.
It wasn't
take it.
muted.
It's not coming in on the first note, but
I play it like it's loaded in here. So
somebody's getting a little picky there. I thought that
Yeah,
was
no
very
shit.
smooth.
You play the fucking music, Mike.
It's not even the right fucking version. Like I had an
camera.
Yeah, as you were. Help
Look
yourself.
at this boy.
Ah!
Which one's that?
This is
Look
my
at-
Diesel boy.
Oh,
Look at
what
Rocky
a
trying to avoid the
cutie.
camera. Look at Diesel. Yeah. That's
Diesel.
a good guy right there.
He's so damn cute.
He is.
This is going to be a tough show for me.
Oh no,
I'm
Mike.
freaked the fuck out right now.
Why is that?
Because I went over to the fridge and I was just looking through it, right, which is right over here, 10 feet from me, whatever. And there's there's a hole in the wall in the cinder block with like a pipe coming through it, just a little bit. And it's obvious it went to an old, water unit that was in here.
Okay.
There was like a water softener unit or something that we took out to when we were prepping this. So it's just there. I'm standing over there and all of a sudden in that hole in the wall, I just see legs. And it's a spike. It's not a tarantula size. It's bigger than any spider you have in Michigan.
Is it a wolf spider?
It's fucking huge. And I could just see leg tips. And he was out a little bit. And then he was like, oh, what are you doing here? And went back in, but his legs are still sticking out. And so behind me, over a few feet, is just a monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a monster, just hanging out. And so
Yes.
I'm going to be talking to you guys and just feel.
Why didn't you crush it?
Because he's in the hole. If I try to go in there, he's going to take off.
Oh.
So I don't even think you could kill something this big with like a shoe.
Oh, really?
It's obviously going to crawl on you while you're sleeping.
Be careful, though, because
or in your one
if
of
you
your
step on it,
orifices.
sometimes the babies take off.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That is just disgusting.
I don't like it. Yeah, that happened in my backyard in Franklin where there was one like it was outside, thank God. And my buddy was like, oh, look at this little guy, and like poked it or touched it. Shut up, Chris, pussy old man. Yeah, I am.
Oh, who's
You
Chris?
scare me. Everything in the desert is designed to kill you. Everything. So
any scorpions running around?
Oh my God, everywhere, dude. And in Michigan, nothing will kill you. Literally nothing. It's the safest state in America. Is Michigan?
Yeah.
Do you have poisonous? Nothing. Here?
We have poison ivy.
Yeah. Ooh.
And Dearborn. But I mean, other than that, we're doing great.
Did you say we have Dearborn?
Yeah. And I love Dearborn. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Dearborn is I'm done with Dearborn. I gotta be honest with you. I don't like what I'm seeing coming out of there.
Yeah.
I've fucking had it at this point. Yeah.
But it's been that way for 30 years now.
I know,
Well,
but it was
that's
kind
the
of a
thing, yeah.
contained. And Amy said it before. I've said it before. Like, they won't shit in their own backyard. Like, sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems crazy to me.
I have had a couple of blonde moments today.
Nice. I believe Greg had a moment as well. We'll get to that in a moment.
The first one was, Diesel's doing this thing where he only goes to the bathroom in the house pretty much. And I mean, add on top of it the fact that it's wintertime, he's just not feeling going outside. He's just over it. And so this morning, even though he went outside to pee, he of course shit twice in the house. And Diesel.
Amy.
Yeah, me.
You shit in the house, Rocky?
And is Rocky down here? So Rocky always tells me, don't flush paper towel. And I was like, I'm always like, okay, but also we live in a new build. So I mean, is it gonna do anything really if I fucking flush some toilet paper or from some paper towel every once in a while? So I see the first poop and I'm like, okay, so I pick it up and there's just paper towel right there. So I grab it.
No.
And I put it in the toilet and I flush it. And
Rocky
then I
State,
go
right.
and I get toilet paper for the other one, and
Yeah.
I go right behind the paper towel one, and I go to
Yeah.
flush it, and that one did not want to flush. And
Yeah.
so I'm panicking because I'm like, well, I don't want to tell Rocky that I flushed paper towel.
Yeah, lie to him.
So I go on Amazon and I order all of these like clog cleaners because the plunger I have is not working. I don't know how to plunge a toilet to save my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I order all these like little snake things because I'm like, I'm gonna get this cleared up before he gets home. Of course I couldn't. So he's like, just leave it. I'll handle it when I get home. He's like, I'm not saying you did it this time, but this is why I tell you not to flush paper towel.
Oh, he patted you on the head.
And I was like, I know. And so of course he comes in and it's like 2 seconds and he gets it unclogged.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how'd you do that? And he was like, don't worry about it. I was like, okay.
Oh, he's gatekeeping.
Yeah, he is
the
gatekeeping.
plunging.
Yeah, there's an art to it. And
There is. I'm learning.
A man taught me once. So I wouldn't
It's
be a
like
total
you have to
bitch.
do it like fast, I think.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, there's an art to it. But once you figure that out, it's really easy. But if you think you're just going to be like a cartoon and just be like, and then
that's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
what I was doing.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
You got to be careful not to get splatter on you.
Yeah,
I
which
know.
you will.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think that was also my concern. I wasn't doing it great. I think I was kind of half-assing it, you know?
Yeah. It's the last place you wanted to be.
100%. And so my next blonde moment, Mike was pressuring me about, when are you eating? When are you eating?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'll order some food. So I ordered Olga's. And Olga's comes, and it's like the bag is so full. I was like, my God, what in the hell did we order? And everything Rocky got, we got 2 of. And I was like, wow, why did they do that? And I looked at the receipt and I ordered 2 of everything.
Oh God.
So you paid $200 for Olga's?
It was like $75.
Oh, geez.
I was like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
But I had a gift card, so
Amy,
okay.
I want to be clear. The reason I'm giving you shit, like, did you eat yet? It involves
I get
me.
hangry.
It involves me personally. Like, honest to God, if you and Rocky have a murdering babies business going on in your basement, it's not of my concern. I don't care.
We don't.
It's only when it involves me that I'm like, oh, God, did you eat yet? Did you order yet? Is your belly filled? That's why I do that. So it's not that I want to get in your business. It's just for that brief hour of time. It involves my world.
And you want to know when the show's going to start.
Right, exactly.
I just feel like, I eat around 6:30.
Yeah. But sometimes we go early, sometimes we go a little later, you know, whatever. And Greg, I believe, not so much a blonde moment did he have today, but what happened to you today?
So, was at the dog park, right?
Yeah.
I was driving to the dog park and I look in this field and there had to be 50 deer out there eating. So I said, all right, note to self, there's deer everywhere.
Yeah.
Driving home, it's a little dark, and this deer runs out of the road and hits my car in the door.
Yeah.
So I look at my rearview mirror and it's flopping around in the road.
Oh, no. I gotta take my
she can't do this. Yep. I should have warned you.
Check this out. So I call 911. I got a little dent in my door, just a little dent.
Yeah.
And the cop goes back and finds the deer, and he's fine.
Oh.
He got up and ran away.
He's doing great.
He got up and ran away.
Yeah.
Tell her to come back.
Yeah, come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
The story is the deer got up and ran away.
He's doing great. He's doing great.
He wasn't hurt. I said to the cop, did you have to shoot him? He goes, no, he took off.
Yeah, he's fine.
No broken legs. I think he got his brain scrambled running into my car.
Dude, I don't understand it. Like, I know these animals don't have brains like around here. It's like, oh, there's a big giant frog squish. There's a fox. There's a dog. There's a deer, snakes. And these are on, like, you would just think they would, through evolution, learn, like, man, there's these alien monsters that drive by at high rates of speed. Probably should look out for those guys before we go darting. It's like, what are you doing just darting?
Well, to be fair, we built roads in the middle of their house.
They should then go, well, here's that cement patch again. I got to watch out for that. This never happens on open grass or the woods.
Right.
This seems to happen on whatever this really hard rock is. I need to be careful on this. Like, none of them. You ever see it? I've never seen an animal on the side of the road just like, all right, go, little man.
Cats.
Will cats do that? Cats get killed all the time.
Cats never get hit. Kidding me? It's always dogs. Because dogs are just walnut brains.
Yeah.
No, I don't walnut brain.
I've taught Cece car, and she stops. She knows.
Really?
Yeah. Car. Yeah, actually, my mom taught her.
I was glad the deer got up and ran away, though. But I didn't run him over, so I knew I didn't think he
was
broke
just
anything.
a little shocked.
I got his bell rung.
Bell rung. Yeah.
Because
I called the police and said someone may have to go put him down. I'm not going back. I couldn't stand to look at that.
Was it a boy or a girl? Did it have horns?
It was a yearling, so I don't know. The cop said it was a small deer. The cop said when he got there, he was sitting in the road, just looking around, like his bell got rung.
Yeah.
And then he said it was a young one. He let me walk right up to him. I helped him stand up, and he took off.
Oh.
So I'll probably get him again tomorrow. Hit him again.
Can you Freedom of Information Act request the body cam footage?
I don't know.
Because I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that with the raccoon that died outside in my street.
Oh, yeah. Get the body cam footage of him shooting the raccoon.
Yeah. Which we were recording.
Oh, that's funny.
All of a sudden you hear this loud gunshot.
That was my moment of the day.
Yeah, that's exciting. I've never hit a deer.
I almost hit 2 babies last week.
Really? You must be in where there's plenty of wilderness.
I am right at the edge of the wilderness. Like, my street's probably the last one where you would consider it being in town.
Yeah.
So when I go to the dog park, it's a few miles away. It's a little less,
Well, you guys have both been to my house in Michigan there. I pulled in my driveway one night, and there was a 10-point majestic buck. I mean, his rack hat was huge. Yeah. He's just standing in the middle of my driveway. And I stop, and I'm like...
What was he saying?
Nothing. He was just looking at me. He was like frozen in the headlights. And I'm like, move. And he's like, no. I'm like, get out of their V. You get out of their V. I'm like honking the horn. He's like, I'll go when I'm ready. And so we had a stand.
And I'm not ready.
And I'm not ready. He wasn't moving. It was probably like 2 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. I was like, are you serious? Are you going to make me get out of the car and ask you to fucking leave? But he just stood there. All majestic.
I was talking to the cop, and I said, they need to extend hunting season. He goes, they did. There's too many deer, man. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Literally, when I said 50, I'm not kidding. They were in this big field tonight just eating. 50 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it got to the point I had, and Amy, I think you have quite a few. It could easily be 10 in my front yard, just nibbling on bushes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had 12 walking around in my backyard today around dinner time.
Yeah.
I think they were hungries because there's a bunch of snow on the ground. They can't find muffins. They were hungries. And so I went and I looked in my fridge to see if I had anything, and I didn't.
What is this language you guys are speaking?
Roops
language.
It's Roops language. Yeah, it goes back many, many years. It's the childish way we can communicate with our Roops.
Was this Drew and Mike show stuff?
No.
Groups? Oh.
No. This goes back to my show. And honestly, this never would have come out on the air, but I had a girlfriend who had a dog, and her name was Izzy. And Izzy, rest in peace, passed away recently. But Izzy and I were like besties, and I would call her Roops. And I can't remember where that all came from, but I'd be like, look at that, Roops. And I would just say that just to this dog, like, look at that, Roops. And talk to the dog like that. Well, Jay and E would come over. They'd be in my basement. Izzy and I would be upstairs, and I'd be talking to Izzy, have no idea that they could hear me. And so Jay brought it up on the air one day, like, oh, we come over here and all we hear is, look at it, Roops. You know? And he starts making fun of me for it. And then it was just kind of, took off from there.
Isn't it funny the way you talk to your animals, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oyster comes in, and I always go, it's just a girl. It's just a pretty girl.
Yeah.
And then the butt goes, and then my voice goes up like 8 octaves.
Yeah. We have our own language for the dogs. For sure.
I text Amy all the time, and it's like, if you didn't know better, you'd be like, what retard typed this? It looks like a 5-year-old typed it. That's what I was thinking. And it's like, I don't have to fix it. She knows what I'm saying. She knows how to read it. She reads it in the Roops voice. Like, and so many people do that. I read that in the Roops voice. They know.
Read the text I sent you earlier in the Roops voice.
You have to do it. It's almost like a toddler first learning how to talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's...
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this was the text I sent to him after listening to the Rogan show.
Oh, that one. Okay. Oyster thinks this Joe Rogan interview with the alien guy's bullshit. He doesn't believe a word of it.
I watched that. The one with the producer for that movie?
Yeah. Dan
Wait,
Fair.
why did you think it was bullshit?
Oyster did.
Oyster did, yeah.
Why did Oyster think it was bullshit?
Because she said, this is all just cliche. Everything is a cliche in that interview, she said. She was really put off.
See, I disagree, but you don't want to believe it. What did you think, Aim? Did you think it was bullshit?
I would love to believe it. But,
yeah,
but
no,
like,
I didn't think
everything
it was bullshit.
He said, it's like, oh yeah, Stephen King did that 30 years ago, dude. And then they tried to pass it off as like Stephen King and those guys were told about it, so they wrote them into their movies. No.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
The CIA literally has a movie division.
Yeah. Yeah, where do you draw the line? Where's the cutoff?
As
to what? Well, it's interesting you say that.
Show me aliens.
Well, people are betting. The poly market today jumped through the roof, claiming that...
Why today?
Well, there's the wagering pool on poly market called Trump Declassifies UFO files in 2025 has mysteriously exploded, rising to over $7 million in bets, shifting the odds from 6% yes on December 6th to 98% this morning. So poly market is where people bet on the outcomes of real world events, pre-election, sports, even UFO sightings, all kinds of weird stuff. I believe a lot of it's crypto-based.
Here's the thing that I it would be awesome if it was true, but I loved the conversation where Rogan's up there saying the aliens are looking down on us like a bunch of fucking apes, like we're idiots.
Monkeys, of course.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
And then I'm to the part where he's talking about, we were fishing in a barrel. We were just shooting nukes into the sky.
Yeah. Dude, that would make the most sense. Like, think about how we look at gorillas. You know, like they're in a pen and we keep an eye on them and we study them. If all of a sudden they were loading guns and shooting, we'd be like, oh, shit. Do we need to get involved here? Like, what are the monkeys doing now? And it's like, for the longest time, it's like, oh, they invented a wheel. Cool. Look at those guys go.
But now we can hurt shit, right?
Yeah. And now we've got these magic buttons that can destroy all of humanity.
Right.
Like, that seems plausible to me. So going back to this poly market thing, the sudden surge in betting is likely fueled by rumors, inside tips, and viral buzz, causing the share prices to rocket as more people piled on. Like in that interview, Aim, and I don't think you've gotten to that part yet, Greg, where you are. But Dan puts out there like, hey, man, you want to go down as the president that put this out into the world, that went on record disclosing what is known? Like, can you imagine, if you put that in Trump's head, like,
well, dude, that's just it. And you want to be the one that does it. Like, why would you give Xi Jinping that win, or Putin? Don't give them that win. You take it. And I mean, I think he has the ear of the right people, I think. And it's bipartisan, which is interesting. And, Rubio is all in on it. And I think he says in that interview, Trump is aware of the movie. He's aware of everything, and I think aware of what he needs to do.
Yeah. So there's another big documentary done in Europe. It's a documentary on like their Roswell. And so this guy's been a researcher of this kind of thing forever. UFO researchers in the UK think that this is going to happen and Trump will be the disclosure president. That would be incredible. Retired Air Force Major David Grush, he's the one in the hearings. You just look at him and you're just like, yeah, that guy's telling the truth. That dude's telling the truth. He recently claimed Trump could soon, very soon, reveal that the U.S. government has alien remains and has been visited by UFOs on numerous occasions. Grush said last month that Trump has been fully briefed on incidents involving crashed spacecraft, the existence of multiple alien races, the origins of these beings, and their intentions here on Earth.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What are their intentions?
Well, we don't know yet.
Why don't they tell us?
That's what they're saying. They're saying that Trump's going to be the one to disclose all of it.
I understand, but let's fucking do it. I mean, what are we waiting on?
I know.
The same thing we've been waiting on for 80 years.
That's why it's bullshit.
I don't think it. I 100% believe it. There's been way too many people who have come out, credible people who have experiences. I don't think we know the depths of it or the breadth of it or everything that we have, but there's just way too many Air Force people and members of the government who have told us what they've seen. So, I mean, I believe it at this point. I just don't know to what end and what it means and what we're going to do with it all. But, I 100% believe it. And it's just interesting. How do you know an alien's intentions, like, how do you know what they're there for? Although there is one story, I think they tell it in the movie, but they also talk about it on the podcast, where there was like an alien body dying or whatever, and someone from the Air Force walked up to him and was like, he could just all of a sudden hear all of his
telepathy.
Thoughts. Yeah, it was like and he was like, he said, you humans don't know your full potential.
Yeah, crazy.
And
that gave me goosebumps, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And then I also thought it was weird. He mentions I can't remember the word he used, but he said, Joe Rogan asked, like, are there people who have seen seen aliens and are afraid to talk to you? He's like, yes. And he said that I had multiple people use the exact same word. Yeah, it was like alienated or not alienated. Forfeit. Yeah, forfeit life.
Yeah,
they used a weird term, like I'm afraid to talk
I'll
to
tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. They were going to go on record in this interview, high-level military guys, and then on second thought, days later, were like, I have decided. It was almost like it was a prepared statement that they told Dan Farah, and they both used terminology that seemed like something no one would say. And they said something to the extent of, I have decided not to participate in this film for fear of forfeiting my life. And they both used the term forfeiture of my life and decided to back out. And he was like, yikes. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, totally freaked him out.
Forfeiture of my life.
Yeah.
And I also
she said she'll reconsider her thoughts.
I also thought it was interesting. I mean, I think we all know James Clapper is pretty much a piece of shit, but he sat down for that movie, and it sounds like, he doesn't ever talk about this shit. It sounds like his wife was in the hospital dying, And he took time out from being with her to sit down for this interview because he thought it was so important.
I heard that part of the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know. James Clapper's been around for a minute. And if you were to say, hey, who's a member of the deep state, I'd probably throw out James Clapper's name. So I imagine he probably knows some shit.
Probably.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think it's game changing when you're talking about.
But do you think people can handle it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So this isn't Leave It to Beaver, where they controlled the propaganda mechanism for decades, and there was no way. You know, these were, you know, some ham radio operation out in Nevada,
right?
Talking stories.
Can people handle contact with aliens?
Yes, I think they'll be forced to. I think they're way different society-wise than they were in the 1940s, 1950s. I think people assume their government's full of shit 99% of the time. I think they are not being told the whole story on a lot of stuff. I don't think this would shock that many people. I could be wrong.
I'd be stunned.
What's that?
You would?
I would be stunned if I saw an alien on TV talking to us.
Yeah. Well, now people would go, it's fucking AI, dude. What are you, stupid?
True.
Like, that's what would happen. So,
I don't envision it changing anything, though. Like, I don't envision they're like up in space. They're like, oh, fuck. Donald Trump's going to release all the information. They're going to know about us. And then they're just going to start like flooding the streets and doing interviews with the news. Like, I think it's still going to be the same type of, they're going to be going to where our nukes are. People every once in a while might have an experience.
They're going to unplug them and go, you idiots don't need these anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just going to take these back to Alpha Centauri with us.
And isn't it something for like, we all unite like globally across the globe against, interstellar enemies versus the human race,
I just don't assume they're enemies.
Me either.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't have that assumption that, my guess is there's a sort of harmony and a balance to the universe, and if there wanted to be like a war against humans from alien forces, my guess is they would just do that. They wouldn't wait for you to figure out the big reveal. And then I don't know. And if that's going to happen, then so be it. Mm-hmm. I do think there's a responsibility. Like, if you went on TV and it's true, there's aliens, they seem to be pretty cool. They've been coming here for this long, and you showed some proof.
They like me very much.
Yeah, they think I'm the greatest president in American history. Glebe told me that. I talked to Glebe before I came out here. The
aliens are in the Oval Office wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you went on and went, dude, here's the deal. So there's these invisible ones, and they're in all your bedrooms at night, hanging out. They survive by licking your hair while you're sleeping. It's fucking wild. That might be a problem. I don't think I'd reveal that to everybody.
Where do you think they live?
Ocean.
I mean, we've been up in space, and we don't see them like the Jetsons up there.
But they're not in our solar system, probably.
Oh, I see.
Probably, like they probably come
solar system
from another hood.
Yeah, but they're bending
time and space. The one that died that was like saying you humans don't know your full potential. Like, what if that was like he went rogue? That alien went rogue and was like, I have to get to Earth to tell these motherfuckers they don't know their full potential.
And what does that even mean? What's our full potential?
Yeah.
Because if they're going to say like, dude, if you would have just done this one thing, you could all be invisible anytime you wanted. Like,
it probably has something to do with, the military industrial complex and energy and all that stuff. But
I wonder if they'll be able to tell us about life after death. Like,
dude,
do they hate death like we hate death, or are they like, good, I'm good, we're just
or do you just go over there and now you're like an alien version of yourself?
Right. That'll be, they got to know.
And you go and you live your life again in another universe.
Yeah.
Well, that documentary points out how like one of the main problems with this is the religious aspect of it. That the amount of people that have their belief system and that shatters that. I just disagree that shatters that. There's nothing that says God didn't create this universe. And here it includes these aliens over here.
Too.
And it's, like, it doesn't necessarily mean your belief system collapses just because of what you knew.
Right.
So,
well, but that's back. That's as old as time, though, that they've used religion to kind of, to kind of keep you in check all these centuries. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So that isn't that what that Tom Hanks movie is?
Big?
Yeah, Big. No, what was he in that movie? The Da Vinci Code. The Da Vinci Code is about how the book was basically, I believe, written to keep people in line and, to behave and not be a dickhead.
What did that say? Do you think that any of the
any Democrat aliens?
They're all of them.
Yeah.
Adam Schiff's an alien.
Adam Schiff looks alien-like. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be a total missed opportunity to go down. If this is true, and Greg is a skeptic, I'm all in. My whole life, I was like, get out of here. We would know. We would have seen something.
I just think it's so naive can't keep to think we're the only ones.
Yeah. That's ego telling us too big. Too much activity out there. But I think Trump wouldn't leave that on the table if it was like he could, put that out there. I just don't think someone like with his ego wouldn't want that win globally.
I just my whole point is, you say all these people have seen it, then not one person has one shred of evidence.
Yeah, but
one.
You'd be court-martialed. You'd be.
I'm talking about a civilian. No one's caught it on camera.
They've literally they've had hearings about it where people have testified about what they've seen and what they've experienced. So what kind of evidence do you need other than them telling them that, and then they go look into it more? I mean, seems
not
like
to
that's
mention
the first step.
Dan Farah talking about someone he was talking to high up, saying like, why is it always blurry, shitty, grainy photos, in a high def world? And he was saying, we're now able to see that there's like an orb around these. And this is the level of energy being used to bend space and time that allows these crafts to go in what would be a speed that would rip the human body to shreds. It would liquefy you. Like, how do you go 14,000 miles an hour from outer space into the ocean, not even make a splash? Whatever this is that is allowing them to do it, they're able to see it now, the orb around it. And that is what is making it so that if you snap a picture, it doesn't come out clear.
Yeah.
That you can't make it all out in high def.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, which sounds plausible. Honestly, it sounds plausible.
Yeah. I mean, if they're using technology that we don't have on Earth, why would we expect our earthly technology to be able to pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you when you guys were younger, were you like, I bet there's alien life out there? Or were you guys just like, it's probably all bullshit. I enjoy the movies, but
I went through waves.
Yeah, I always thought it was bullshit.
I believe that about you, Greg.
Yeah.
It's all I think I went through waves too, where it was kind of.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I think I thought there were aliens. Then I was like, nah, I think we'd know about it. Then I was like, it's incredibly naive to think of that we're the only things in any of these universes.
It just doesn't make sense.
Universi.
But they could be there. I just don't think we've contacted them. I don't think we've had contact. That's all.
Well, I hope we find out. I honestly do. I don't think it would end.
What if they come in here to fucking kill you?
Well, that stinks.
Yeah, that would suck. Not a whole lot we can do about it.
They're gonna go get the guy who was all excited to meet us, and let's just laser his ass. I'm gonna hit you with my photon stun gun.
Yeah, I mean,
they take you, and it seems like you were gone for 50 years, but you were gone for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, there were people who have given their accounts of like being fixed, like going on one of these ships and getting work done and like them fixing them.
Yeah.
You know what Mike's pushing for? Mike wants to be Captain Kirk and fuck all the green bitches. That's what.
No, I don't. I don't, dude. You know what? You know what I'd really like. I'll tell you what I'd really like.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a brief spin that we all take on this in this world, right?
Maybe they can lengthen it.
Someone like me is probably not going to make it past 60. If I'm being totally honest with you, most of you will get into your 80s. Some of you will be lucky enough to get into your 90s and 100.
Mike, aren't you in your 50s right now?
Yeah. And I feel like it's a miracle every morning I wake up. But what I was going to say is like generation after generation after generation go through this spin that we get, this quick spin we get, and it's like, oh yeah, they invented the cotton gin in my lifetime. Well, they invented pencils with lead in my lifetime. Oh, look, they invented a automobile in my I want to be alive when it's like, holy shit, I was there for the reveal. I got to meet an alien. I got to hear the truth. Like, I want to be, that would be cool.
For Contact. You want to be here for Contact.
I want to be here for Contact. Like, I don't want to be on the deathbed like, I know those fuckers are keeping something from me. I know they're not telling me everything. Like, I don't want to go out like that, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's like, I don't know. That's how I feel. Look at DG. Mike, got to show you that you got a new Roops. $50, $49.
Roops.
Let's see the Roops. Send me a text.
I just want to see the Roops.
Yeah, I want to see the Roops. Send me a text.
What kind of Roops?
Dogs are Roops.
I know, but what kind?
I know. We're going to find out. Hopefully
there's only one kind, isn't there, Mike?
Well, yeah, I believe that for a long time. But the original Roops was a minor whiner.
Great Dane. Oh, minor whiner.
Yeah, it was a minor whiner.
You had one of those?
Weimer minor. Minor whiner. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it wasn't mine, it was Beth's. But yeah, it was a Weimaraner.
Is Cece your first?
Yeah, I mean I had dogs as a kid.
No, I mean as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
I actually had I had two cats just because of my job, and I wasn't married. And I didn't have a family. And I go out of town a lot, and it's a pain in the ass to like count on other people to watch your animal. So I never, I thought it was irresponsible to leave for 12 hours a day and leave a Roops at home. So I just never did. But I always loved them. Always. So I'm thrilled I have one now. But
I thought Michigan was ranked number 1, Greg.
No, they went to 2. Arizona was between them. Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah, I just checked the score.
They're beating the living shit out of Villanova. Now they've won 3 40-point games in a row. If that's the first time since '89, if they win this one, they're up 32. If they win it by 40, it's the first time they've ever won 4 straight games by 40.
You guys are talking men's basketball.
Unbelievable.
Men's basketball, right? Are they the best team in the country?
I think.
Should I start paying attention?
Yeah, they might be.
Yeah,
they're really fucking good.
They're
Villanova's
really good.
7-1, and Michigan's running them out of the gym by 32 points.
Yeah.
They already beat Gonzaga by 40. Gonzaga's good.
Yeah, I just haven't paid attention. So you're naming schools that it's like, I know historically Gonzaga is awesome, but and I assume they always are, but I just don't pay attention. So I don't know like who's the shit now.
Well, Michigan's the shit
now.
That's great. Cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. You love
Mike, I'm
that.
back to my TDC Stanley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. You finally got it back.
Get a hoodie. Can we buy hoodies somewhere? Do you have a design?
Yeah. Kelly was working on that for us. She was getting us a store and everything.
Kelly, my favorite girl.
Yeah.
Is she doing that now?
That stands. She's very, very sick, so she hasn't been able to help us out.
Is she better now?
She's better.
No, apparently not.
She's better now.
So they were going to work on some of those TDC sweatshirt designs. By the way, people can go to.
Oh, go ahead.
radiofor1.com and use the Amazon link. Just go radiofor1.com and use the Amazon link. I know people are buying all kinds of shit through Amazon. They give us a kickback. Historically, that we made a shitload of money from that each month. I almost never promote it, but a friend reminded me of that. I was like, yeah, I should probably mention that. radiofor1.com and just use the Amazon link still works. And
just if you buy anything, you mean? Like if I buy something from Amazon, I should use the link.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go to radiofor1.com, there's a thing for our affiliate links at the top. Click Amazon. There's one for Canada too. I think that one works. I'm not sure, but I know the US one works. If you just click on that and then just shop like normal, it doesn't charge you any extra.
Just like bookmark it, Greg, so that when you go to use it, click on that link and it'll give credit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very, very easy. Again, it doesn't cost you anymore, but they recognize like, oh, people are coming to Amazon through this show. Right. And so they give you a percentage. And we got up to a pretty good amount, Jay and I. They were sending us thousands of dollars a month at one point.
Well, you need to use that then. We also need Patreon, Super Chats.
Super Chats are big. DG just came through. That was huge. Thank you, sir.
Westfall Patreon. Looks like he just ordered a sweatshirt.
Oh, there you go.
I got
awesome. Bill, very good. I hope you're happy with it. I need to get one too.
I sit here in this room freezing, so I throw the same hoodie on every day. I need to get it. I can't find my Lions one, man. It just disappeared.
Yeah. I want one of those Stanleys. Yeah, those were, I made 2 of those. Mike and Jay hoodie. My son has one that he wore to school, and still to this day, yeah, they're sweet. We have to come out with some new ones though. We just have to. The Stanley, I literally ordered that for Amy and Amy only, for being here. And then I ordered one for me. And so there were 2 in the world that existed. And I sent one to Amy in the whole world that existed. And then, I got shamed into giving mine to Lynn. And so Lynn is the other recipient of that. She's one of the moderators, I think. In here.
Oh, she is.
She's been a day oneer. She's been a listener forever. Shows up to all the events. So I was very comfortable hooking her up with the other one. So those don't exist. You can't buy those anywhere. You could try to hit up Amy. I'm sure there's a price she would accept for her personal Stanley, but
I'll think about it. Also, don't forget we're having a unofficial, because Mike's not going to be in town.
Yeah,
but an unofficial meetup. Sunday. Yeah, it's not sanctioned by Mike.
Fuck Mike.
You guys
this is not a sanctioned event, by the way. So it's not sanctioned, but we're going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
At the Deer Lake Athletic Club on Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
And so there's quite a few people going. I think Big E's going. I'm going to be there. My sister and her husband are going to be there. So I know Lynn.
And you guys you can bug Kelly about sweatshirts, hats, all that kind of stuff while you're there. Might as well.
Better be nice to Kelly. She's my favorite
Colin,
listener.
say hi to Colin. As
Mike,
you mentioned,
did you get makeup? Oh, go ahead. I was going to ask you a question about makeup.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Because you mentioned Deer Lake Athletic Club. They are in Clarkston. They offer adult and junior tennis, pickleball, swim lessons, plus junior swim team, the Deer Lake Dolphins. Fitness classes are included with membership. They have a gym, cycle room, 3 pazools. The backcourt restaurant is delicious. I've eaten there many times. It's fantastic food. That's inside the DLAC. Also open to the public. And they're now open every day of the week, Monday through Thursday at 4, Friday and Saturday at 11 a.m. And then Sunday they open at 10 for Chef Jerry's famous brunch. They have upcoming events like their Santa brunch, December 14th, and their New Year's Eve party. You can visit their website at deerlakeathletic.club.com for more info about the club, restaurant, and banquet center, or give them a call at 248-625-8686. And then you guys will be there this Sunday. What time did you say? Noon?
Yep.
All right. And Greg, you should go out there.
I'm going to try to. I got to find out what time my kid's hockey game is.
Yeah. Even if it's just for a little bit.
Yeah.
What were you going to ask me, Aim?
Did you get your makeup done when we went to Normal World?
No. No, I never have there. I've been there 4 or 5 times, 3, 4 or 5 times, something like that. And I've always had the option. Why?
Do you think it's weird to get makeup done? For men?
For
like
a
in
TV
those
appearance?
situations? Yeah, or like
No,
a photo
probably
shoot.
not. It
Yeah,
just
no,
takes
I
the
don't think it's
shine
weird.
off.
Yeah.
But I don't want to deal with makeup on clothes and shit afterwards. I don't care what I look like, so I've always avoided it.
I'll never forget when you told me that I could get my hair and makeup done. I was like, what?
They were expecting you at 2.
What?
You need to be in hair and makeup at 2.
Okay.
Oh,
Say no more.
What brought that about?
Cullen was getting makeup done today for a photo shoot at his new law firm at Jeffrey Feiger's. And I was just like, I couldn't remember if you got your makeup done or not when we were.
No. But I've seen Dave get it done in there.
Yeah.
Do
you wish that you could wear makeup?
No, hell no. No
like
way.
You don't wish like, oh man, I got really bad bags under my eyes today. I wish it was normal for me to just put some concealer under there.
No, I think it's soy boy central, and I think it's what makes men superior to women on every level. That we are like, yeah, we're gonna wear a suit. It's this. We can change the color of our ties, but fuck off. We're not getting into fancy designs and making it a thing where where it's expected of us to like do too much with jewelry and makeup and dress styles and hairstyles. It's just like guys getting ready for a wedding takes 5 minutes. It's like, yeah, we're done. Good. Yeah. And we look great. So you guys have done it to yourselves. I'm glad you guys have, but I'm super glad dudes don't have to do it.
It's amazing what makeup can do. It really is.
Have you seen some of those videos on TikTok where these ladies with no teeth?
No teeth, like just 50. fat faces. That's why I'm always like, I can make my face look slimmer if I have to.
Yeah. Are you worried about that? Is your face like getting fat?
Yeah, I have a fat face.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Well, hey, getting on to some things. Before we started, I threw on Candace Owens. She's in the news again today. Maybe that's the point.
What was the thing? Was that Tim Pool going off on her?
Yeah.
What now?
Someone came by and fired 3 shots at
his house,
at his place. I think it was at the studio. I know it's being reported like at his house, but I think the reason he's out where he is in West Virginia, kind of in the boonies, is because he's been doxxed so many times, had so many bomb threats, and they've done everything they can to hide the location. If you've ever listened to Tim, he's not a hateful guy. He's a really smart dude. And he just happens to, he's a journalist and he does the legwork. And, I don't have any problem. These people that are like, you must die. Like, it's insanity.
But don't you think they exaggerate? A death threat is not really an email. Mike, he used to get him in radio from idiots. You don't like Michigan State. I'm going to kill you. Okay.
Yeah. I discount those. Yeah. But I think there are people that would love nothing more than to see a bullet through Steven Crowder's head or Tim Pool's head and Charlie Kirk's head for that matter. That's real. The doxing, the swatting stuff is really disturbing.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that is, and these guys have well-documented examples of swatting. If you don't know, that's where you call in, the SWAT team to a location. Like there's a kidnapping going.
Oh, we lost Mike. He froze right up.
Oh, no.
He's coming back now. Swatting, though, is where they call the SWAT team to your house and say someone's killed somebody.
Yeah,
and you get the itchy trigger.
So-and-so's going to off themselves and,
Right.
Yeah, there's a kidnapping in progress. There's a rape in progress.
A murder.
And so murder in progress. One of those things where you might not know it if you're not inside the house. And so they move with extreme caution. They bring in specialty units and kick in doors. And, if the 3 of us are doing a show like this and someone calls in and all of a sudden there's a raid and people are kicking in MAGA Barbie's door, like it's terrifying.
Yeah. I'd be so pissed.
Oh my God. And yeah. And so those guys deal with that shit a lot. So that happened to Tim Pool over the weekend, I guess Friday. Someone shot and he talks, and how much of it is a little overblown, how much of it is someone sitting in front of his property, looking at their phone, trying to get the directions right before moving on, and you're paranoid. I don't know, but Charlie Kirk happened, so there's a lot of that, but he has had it with Candace Owens. You had mentioned it, Greg, and he goes off. I don't know. Did you see this, Amy?
Yeah.
Wait, what did she do? He doesn't explain why.
Candace Owens is a fucking.
I'll tell you what she did. So she did her show yesterday, and the title of the show was "Who Benefits from Charlie's Death?" And then the thumbnail included 3 stills of people, including Tim.
Okay.
And so he's like, "You motherfucker, are you alluding to the fact that I'm benefiting from Charlie's death? Like, are you insane?" And he's just like, she has sent out this mob of people to self-investigate Charlie Kirk's death, and they're coming to whatever conclusion they're coming to, and it's putting targets on people. And well, I'll play it for you. So this was Tim last night.
Candace Owens is a fucking evil scumbag. She is a degenerate cunt. She is burning everything down, and she's gloating and smiling while she does it. And you know what you fucking told me? She has no security. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of shit. She's making everyone else suffer. And all of these fucking conservatives out there that send me these fucking messages have no fucking balls to call her out. More and more people have started doing it. They send me these fucking messages. Good for you, Tim. Good for you, Tim. I wasn't the first person to do it. I'm not going to take credit for that. But don't fucking DM me like I did something for you as you fucking cower, scared that she'll put you on her thumbnail and claim you benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination, which he's doing to me right fucking now.
Yeah, that was
I'm fucking done with these people.
She has security, just not on the level of you.
Oh, yeah, the one fat guy you mentioned with no wall and no barrier in a suburban neighborhood with neighbors. She doesn't give 2 fucking shits. No one's out for her. She's lying about all of this. You told me you went to her house and she's got a 4-foot wall and one fat guy, and she doesn't give a shit about her security. Meanwhile, I get bullets fired at my fucking property, and I have to go live in the middle of nowhere. And I got fucking strangers coming up to my house in Maryland, breaking in. I got people showing up and beating up the residents who try to live there. How the fuck am I even supposed to sell this property? And it's all lies. It's all hypocrisy. And it is for the purpose of making money. And she does not live the way other people live. And she claims she liked Charlie. She loved Charlie. And she is burning everything down that he built because she is evil. She is evil. And I'll say it again. This conservative movement is fractured. It's fried, whatever it is. Okay? Republicans are on track to lose the midterms. They were actually trending in the other direction until Charlie Kirk was murdered.
Yeah.
And this is the point, isn't it? The most effective political assassination in history. And thanks to the likes of the vile cunt Candace Owens, she has turned Turning Point into the perpetrators of the crime that was against them. I don't get paid by any of these people. I'm not on good terms necessarily with Turning Point.
You get the point. And if you know anything about Tim Pool,
that's what she did too.
He's not someone who swears a lot, to be honest with you. I've seen Tim swear before. I've seen him get heated for really brief, 5-second spurts, but he's really composed. He's very smart, younger guy. But you don't see him go off like that. And maybe that's just because of someone shooting bullets into his building. He's talking about shutting his show down because it is too costly to have 24-hour armed security everywhere they go. Every show he does, to protect that it's just impossible, the level of cost involved with it. So, he's been bitching about this for a while. I'll have to ask Landau. Landau's done Tim's show. I'll have to ask him.
I don't understand what Candace is doing. What is she upset about? What is she trying to prove? Picture.
I wish I knew.
Why does she want to burn down Turning Point?
She's under the impression that they're not telling everything, that they somehow
killed Charlie.
that they were aware of this or they're in on it. Like, she's gone in so many directions. Like, it's really weird. She made a claim last night that that Charlie texted his security guy, Dan. He's the guy in the sunglasses that was always standing behind Charlie. A lot of you are familiar with him. He was there.
Yeah, he's another one they thought killed him.
Well, apparently Charlie texted him the day before the shooting and said, they're going to kill me tomorrow. And Candace claims that there are many people who will substantiate that.
So someone should substantiate it.
I understand. I hope this thing goes down on December 15th and they're asked about it. You would think you could get to the bottom of that. I don't consider those guys public figures, though. A lot of the people she's talking about, behind security, behind Charlie, behind the scenes producers at Turning Point, these aren't, I don't think they'd be considered public figures necessarily. That seems slanderous.
Yeah, you think these people wanted Charlie to fucking die? Charlie was their meal ticket. Are you give me a fucking break?
Yes. So, you know,
well, now she's claiming that the U.S. military is involved.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if she just keeps saying everyone's involved,
and
will.
This is what she posted. This is her proof. Yesterday was the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. In Catholic world, that's a day of holy obligation. So as soon as my podcast ended, I raced over to church for Mass. I distinctly prayed for, quote, a final peace. I prayed for God to give me a piece to the Charlie Kirk mystery that would be a nail in the coffin and expose the cover-up. I went home, had a late dinner, went up to lay in my daughter's room for 15 minutes before going down to mine and thought, I'll just check the tips inbox. It was the first email I opened. I genuinely cannot see this as anything other than an immediately answered prayer, because she's the chosen one after all. A story from a man in the military that is about to blow this case open. It feels like today will be the day that the government can no longer deny it. Charlie Kirk was assassinated and our military was involved. I can't wait to share this information with you guys. But make sure you tune in and,
5 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. I know that our military killed Charlie, but I'm not going to tell you right now.
So what do you
and her fucking evidence is some wackadoodle that sent some shit in her inbox.
Yeah.
Because God told him to.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Lie.
What's that?
God wouldn't lie.
No.
Right. No. But some guy in her inbox would.
This fucking drama is annoying as fuck.
But it's dangerous too.
It is.
Do you think Candace believes it?
No. I think Candace is because that's a grift.
It's an important point to this whole thing. Does Candace believe what she's peddling? Because I think of Candace as very smart. That's undeniable. She's well researched. She's a great storyteller, great speaker. All of that is true. What is the end game here if she doesn't believe, if it's like, oh, if this is a 3-month money grab, well, okay, well then what do you do in January? Like, you can't string this along for life. Like, it just seems, I don't understand what the point would be. She always has done well. She's done well financially. She's a global celebrity. Like, what is the point? It can't be like, I
have to believe. I'm trying to put myself in her shoes and experiencing something super horrible. And I have this huge audience and I'm getting thousands and millions of tips into my inbox. And I start going down all these rabbit holes. Like, I don't know, maybe I would believe it too. I mean, I think if you look into anything enough, it's like, who knows? Maybe every time I've been at the airport, there's been a Japanese aircraft there. Does that mean that Japan wants to kill me? No, it doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you look into anybody's life, like she's been looking into Charlie's, you can find weird shit that happens. It doesn't mean that that's why he was killed. And my God, if you have proof, but if your proof that the military was involved is some bozo in your tips inbox,
Yeah.
You're gonna have to give me a little bit more than that. And by the way, if all it takes is an email to your tips inbox for you to run to your audience and say, I have proof that the military killed Charlie, then I'm sorry, you're not as well researched as I thought you were. Because I thought that the Candace Owens I was a fan of would have gotten that tip and looked into it and saw if it had any legs and see if you can find backup information. But for you to just say that and then go, all right, military, prove me wrong, seems to be her tactic lately, and I don't love it.
Well, it seems like there's it seems like what you're watching with a podcast is like all the back end research that goes into putting a narrative together done in real time. And that seems really dangerous. You know what they say about extraordinary claims? It requires extraordinary evidence. And Turning Point USA is, what Charlie built was incredible. It was incredible what that young man built in his brief stay on this planet to recklessly, if she's wrong, she has single-handedly destroyed something that someone else built. And that is tragic. I don't know how you square that for someone like Candace Owens.
Is it destroyed?
There are millions of people who are going to be ride or die with Candace Owens because she always has the ability at the end of the day to go, we weren't able to prove it, but we know it. And then you're going to have millions of people that go, yeah, I don't know what, but all I know for sure is I'm never donating to Turning Point USA. They're evil and they had something to do with it. The entity is too big, too powerful for one brave soldier to try to take it down at the root. She wasn't able to do it. Like the damage is catastrophic.
I can't remember who did the poll, but it was a big podcaster. I can't think of who it was, though, but someone put out a poll on X that said, who do you believe, Candace Owens or TPUSA? And it was like 60-40 Candace Owens.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Why would Turning Point USA want him dead?
I can think of a lot of reasons that very powerful people would want someone like Charlie dead. Like, name another person who got the young generation of people all asking questions.
But she's saying Turning Point was involved, right?
I understand that.
But I don't understand why Turning Point would be involved. That's their meal ticket, as Amy said.
Right. Oh, I know. No, none of that makes sense.
I'm confused. Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy. I think this is I firmly believe it's the worst assassination that's ever happened in this country. Consequential,
I mean,
why? Like, it's just
if you think about what, like, a place to start would be what happened as a result of Charlie's death. And I think Tim Pool mentioned it. You mentioned it. It's the fracture of the Republican Party. Who does that benefit? It doesn't benefit the Republicans. It doesn't benefit TPUSA. No. It doesn't benefit the military. It benefits Democrats. That's what it benefits. It benefits Democrats because we were very strong. Trump had a majority. He had a mandate. He won the popular vote. Charlie was as popular as ever. And killing him is only benefiting the Democrats. And so, to me, if you wanted to look into a conspiracy theory, that's where you would start. What the fuck benefit does TPUSA have? None. Right. What the fuck benefit does the military have? None.
Yeah. Unless, just for argument's sake, if there's a global tie to everything, like Candace is alluding to, or not even alluding to, she's flat out saying it, that it's all connected. It's all connected. This is a powerful running the world cabal versus you minions. And that could involve the French military, and it starts with Charlie. It leads to Macron, Epstein, like all of it is tied together. I think that's what she's going for, that these people are making deals that have that involve you take out this person and we'll deal with that person. We'll shut this one up. I mean, it's well known. Macron absolutely reached out to Trump and was like, "Can you shut this bitch up?
Mm-hmm.
She's talking about my wife's dick still. Can you shut her the fuck up?" Like, that happened.
Yeah.
People over there did not want her talking about it. Would you put a hit past them? I don't know. We've seen some crazy shit. And who knows how long that's been going on. And that's the point. Like, I have no idea. I think it's crazy to think Turning Point USA was like, good move. All right, we'll give you Charlie. But you're going to fund us, right? Like, Charlie was Turning Point USA. It's not like a football team where it's like, we got to take the tight end out. You can't have the tight end. Okay, we'll make it work. Like, what is Turning Point USA without Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
It's nothing. The whole thing is pointless. I think it's comical. These people are like, oh, we're going to carry on. With what?
Yeah.
You're going to carry on with fucking what?
Nick Fuente.
Yeah, right? Like, Nick Fuentes, I don't know if you saw his video. Probably you guys haven't. But I went
did.
back.
It was all over X last night.
No. The one from after Charlie was assassinated.
Oh, no, what did
he do? Him and Charlie hated each other.
Why?
I remember. Did Mike freeze again?
Nick thought that the big machine, they hated each other. And Charlie wouldn't debate Nick, and it's into a whole thing. But I went back and watched the 2 hours or the hour and a half special that Nick did the day after Charlie was murdered. It's incredibly powerful. Incredibly. He was devastated with Charlie being gunned down like that. And he makes no bones about it, how we didn't get along, but how evil this was. And it's impressive. And I think a lot of the country got to see just how impressive Nick Fuentes can be last night taking on Piers Morgan. I don't know if you watched that, Aim.
I haven't watched. I don't know. I don't know what it is about him that really bugs me and rubs me the wrong way. It's hard for me to watch him. And I don't know why. I don't know.
For one.
What'd you say?
He hates women, for one.
Honestly, that in and of itself doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck if you hate women. He, to me, seems like a dork that I went to high school with who could never get a chick. He's never had sex. Nope. He's an incel, but thinks he fucking knows everything about everything. He's racist as fuck. Hates women. Well, that's like kind of low on my card. I don't really, but and his appearance bugs me. His
hair is
look
weird.
Bugs me.
It looks like he's got Rod Blagojevich hair.
He doesn't have any redeeming qualities that I can see that make me want to be like, I want to listen to him. He just doesn't. And honestly, I felt the same way about Charlie for a little bit. His teeth bothered me. He had a bad tooth to gum ratio.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That really bothered me, but he grew on me. He's a little preachy, but he grew on me.
Right.
I don't know. Nick Fuentes is just he's a groiper. Isn't that what he calls his community? A groiper. I don't know, he's just like a fucking incel who's never fucked before. I feel like his whole life would change if he had sex.
Well,
probably wouldn't hate women.
All of that is sort of true. I would,
or he'd hate him more.
I was very well. I knew if you'd never listened to him speak, like Piers Morgan clearly hadn't. He does, Doug. He says it himself. He's an incel. If you'd never listened to him, because I heard Bill O'Reilly talking to Piers Morgan, I think, and it was like, teach that little boy a lesson about history and about life. If he thinks he could, it's like, would you have him on? Would you talk to him? No, he hates Jews and he thinks Hitler was cool and he hates women. And it's the same shit. And it's like, who is this guy? And I listened to him and I went, oh, he's a fucking problem. He is a problem. And I knew you go in with that smug attitude, like, easy peasy. Take this little kid and knock him down a peg. Piers Morgan learned last night what that means to go up against Nick Fuentes. And yeah, he looks kind of like a dork. Yeah, he's an incel. He represents a young generation of kids, and he speaks for them. And he's undeniable. And Piers looked like a fucking fool last night against him.
Well, he denies the whole premise. Like,
what premise?
He's not the premise that you're a racist if you don't like black people or you're misogynist. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He said over and over and over last night in this interview, I don't care what you think. I don't care. This is not, and none of us care anymore. We don't care about the Holocaust. And did you hear the line where he said, he asked about the Holocaust and he goes, we can joke about it. And Piers Morgan said, no, you can't. He goes, why? Too soon?
Yeah, here, I'll play it for you.
Okay.
Want to talk seriously about the Holocaust?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, I do, because I just find it extraordinary that you would think the Holocaust could ever be something that we could joke about.
Why? Too soon?
You know what's funny, when I said on the air here in Grand Rapids, I said, can we get over Hitler? It's been like 90 years.
Yeah.
You know, don't let him be the boogeyman anymore, okay?
Right.
I know people died. That's not good. But you can't just start, oh my God, Hitler's the worst thing ever you could call someone.
Yeah.
It doesn't
it's not affecting
people.
this generation either. And Piers tried to pin him down on, you think Hitler is cool. Like, if you grew up at a time where even invoking Hitler's name, we can't even talk about him in history class. It's so evil. If you grew up with that, you come with Piers's attitude. When you get 80, 90 years removed from an event, they just don't care anymore. It's like us with Pearl Harbor. It's like, I guess.
I mean, why are we not talking about Genghis Khan still?
Right.
Fucking butcher.
So the Hitler thing, when it's like, you think Hitler is cool, it's like, I can understand if you let someone explain, yeah, he's cool like Darth Vader's cool, right? Darth Vader is the guy you're going to put on a t-shirt, not Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker's a dork. So in that respect, to a kid who didn't live
Hitler on a
through
t-shirt, but
yeah, probably not. But if you're trying to this generation to let them speak, what you can't do is just go, you have no ability to speak. You don't even have a microphone. You can't say anything. The woman hating thing. There's a lot of people who look at society as a whole and go, what is going on with, these people acting out? So I look at Nick Fuentes and younger kids. Greg, you could probably speak to your sons. They grew up online. They've grown up entirely online. So that's probably not great for them, but they have. They're not going to the bars like we did on a Friday night to meet chicks, and the girls get dolled up. They're living their lives on, that's all they know. And what do they see online? Well, I'll tell you what I see from women online. There's a lot of smug. There's a lot of rude, obnoxious, nasty, entitled, loud. There's guys like this too. There's a lot of fucking chicks like that act like they're better than everybody. That's what a lot of these guys are seeing. And they finally have someone going, yeah, I don't think I want to hang out with that chick. She's not
have
even
fun being celibate, bitch. I mean, what the fuck? Like, okay.
So
I just think, first of all, that dumbass grin is, I think, a big problem. It's a big problem for me. Because to me, he's smug. He's an asshole.
Yeah, there's some
if you are gonna have that, don't be surprised that I have that. I don't give a fuck about you and your incel ass who can't get any fucking pussy. I don't care about you.
But I don't think he cares.
But exactly. But I don't care either. So don't get mad when you see me on the internet having, some confidence and not giving a fuck about you.
Yeah.
But it's not confidence. Your confidence is great. What these kids are seeing is women who are unhinged. And it's mostly leftist women that you see.
Yep.
My kids would always say, Man, girls are so loud these days. Loud is how they termed them. Not confident. You can be confident without being an obnoxious bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody. I was an obnoxious bitch when I was a teenager and in my 20s.
I believe it.
You know, I mean, it is what it is.
That tracks.
But like,
there's also, keep in mind, there's also been a generation that's grown up online now that has felt what a lot of these white males have been told time and time and time again, that they're the world's problem. They have everything handed to them, that they're shown in all their entertainment, all their movies, music, everything tells them that what we would have looked at is like, God, that chick's a what, a 3? No, she's a 10. She's gorgeous. She's perfect. And she's never wrong. We all see it.
Yeah.
We all see it. And they're done playing that game. The sexism thing, Nick, if you listen to him, he speaks extremely well. He's very well read. He knows what he's talking about. He's very clear about this attitude with women he has a problem with. Do I hate all women? Of course not. Would I like to get married one day? Yes. Am I a virgin? Absolutely. I'm a Christian and I follow the Christian orthodoxy. That's what his point is. Yeah, go ahead. But that's that's his point. If you don't let him speak and tell you what he thinks, you're left to just go, he hates all women. Like, okay, I've listened to him a little bit and it's like, yeah, okay. The other thing is, look, what happened to Charlie Kirk, what happened, what we're seeing with these death threats. People have shown up at my house, sent packages to my door, shown up with guns at my house. I'm not interested in getting married and having kids and bringing them into that world. I feel like I have a bigger role. And if that means I got to take one for the team and be that guy who is able to stay in my lane and I'm responsible for myself. And if they kill me, they fucking kill me. And that makes a little bit of sense too. There's a lot of people that fucking hate him, but I don't think you can just dismiss him. I don't think you can. I don't think these young guys are the same guys that are coming up. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what he kept saying time and time again last night, is that everything you just said about how the white man is the problem, you know, misogyny and all that shit. He just basically, that's what I meant when I said he rejects the whole premise of misogyny.
That's fine. Good for him. He should. He should, because it's bullshit. But
I got to be honest, raising 2 white men,
yeah,
I do have concerns about what their future looks like if Democrats maintain power, because that's definitely the way it was going with Biden in office. It was going toward, you're the problem, white kid.
Yeah.
It was definitely going that way.
Yeah. Minorities are all on their face more deserving than you.
Right.
Their speech has been policed. Their intentions are questioned. You know, what were your intentions? We believe everybody before we believe you. Extreme grace given to someone. Oh, they're a foreigner. They're a minority. They're a woman.
Right.
Extreme
they're
grace
trans.
extended.
They're gay.
Trans, gay. Oh yeah, we put them on a pedestal. Fuck you, white boy. You've been given everything in your life. Like whether that's totally true or not, that I feel it. I feel like I'm old enough to know. You know, like
but this started when we were younger. This has been going on for 30 years.
Absolutely. Yes. These guys are assumed in society. The young white men are assumed, well, you did something wrong. We know that. That's why you got stabbed in the neck to death. So fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, a woman said she was sexually assaulted by you. Well, obviously you're white and male. You're totally guilty.
Right.
Like that's, whether that's totally how it is, that's the way it feels for a lot of us.
And how many times have they told us flat out? You know, every day I see some minority and he's saying, well, whites will be the minority soon. What you know, and it's like, you know, so what are you saying then?
Right.
You want, are you wishing that in?
Yeah, they don't want to talk about that then, because that means everything that they fought for now applies to us.
Yeah.
We're the minority now, motherfuckers.
That's true.
So last thing, I don't know where I fell off there, you guys, and I don't mean to dominate it, but I know that feeling of like, I better just shut up in polite society because no one cares what the fucking white man thinks. Like, I get it. I know that feeling. I know young kids feel that. The fact is, Nick Fuentes, for all his faults, and I don't agree with everything he says, not even by a long shot, but he's able to articulate what a lot of people have felt very cautious about saying in public spaces. He's able to articulate it better than most people you know. And that's a problem. And that's why you're seeing a guy that's been banned on every fucking platform got reinstated on X and then Rumble. That's it. That's the only places. And he's fucking got millions. He's the number one live streamer in America, I believe.
All right. Well, can we pretend that he's like, stop pretending that he's a virgin because he's a Christian and not because he's a fucking dork that doesn't leave his basement? I think that's what bothers me the most. Oh, I'm not having sex because I'm a Christian. Fuck off. You're not having sex because you're a dork.
But you know, some dork, there's some dork fucker out there who'll fuck them.
Yeah.
There's always one.
Yeah. I don't know. That really irritates me for some reason. Like using being Christian as an excuse. I just want to be like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
This fucker better be. Here's what I'll say about that, Amy. If you think for 1 second that guy's inbox isn't inundated with chicks that will absolutely do anything for him, 100%. That guy could be crushing more pussy than, dude, I've gotten that, and I'm an absolute nobody.
Wait, I haven't gotten that.
Now.
But I mean, prior to him becoming who he was,
dude, for years he's been getting that. So
okay.
you don't have to believe it. I don't know that I believe it fully. You know, I'm sure there are some Christian guys out there that are like, I'm saving myself. Sure.
It's stupid. I hate that excuse. I think it's fucking dumb. It's dorky.
Yeah.
Wasn't Russell Wilson? Didn't Russell Wilson save himself for marriage?
Yeah. He claims to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to.
I object. I think I object to anybody holding their religion above me as I'm better than you because I'm a Christian and I'm saving myself. It's like, fuck you, fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you, fuck you. Or, I'm a Christian.
Look, I don't know where I stand on the religion thing. I had to kind of take some of that and go, yeah, it is what it is with Charlie Kirk. And I do that with Nick too. But there is something there. Believe me, Amy, I see the same thing as you. The outfit, the smugness, the air of I'm no more than everybody. I'm smarter than everybody. I'm more of an intellectual than everybody. That's all true. I see all that too, but that doesn't bother me as much. I just go, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But I know he's speaking for these young people, and it didn't come out of nowhere. That's what I know. Like, whatever has been going on in society the last 30 years in particular is obvious. And, you're going to have to contend with this generation. Are you guys still with me? Did you lose me?
No, I'm here. I'm just reading something from Candace Owens. She's so crazy.
But God.
This is this is someone said this is their theory, and she responds with bingo. TPUSA was hijacked by state actors under the guise of faith to infiltrate the evangelical church and push a U.S. Zionist-centered agenda masquerading as freedom first patriotism.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
In case you were fucking wondering what it was all about, if that doesn't answer it, I don't know what does.
And where did we get this information from?
Yeah,
she posted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't know, but she knows.
Yeah.
Well, her inbox says so.
Did you guys watch the Diddy doc on Netflix?
I started to. I haven't finished it though.
No.
I finished it.
What about?
And
I thought it was good. It kind of goes through like his whole life, which is interesting. And I was younger when Tupac and Biggie died, and I really remember the "I'll be missing you" thing, but I guess I never realized.
Is that the Police song that he covered?
and it released it when Biggie died, and that kind of became his anthem. That was
what
like
year? That's when I met him.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the song that he brought in.
97 maybe, I think is when Biggie died.
I was in the old building, yeah.
And what's interesting, looking at his history, is he was very much behind the scenes prior to that. He wanted to be in front of the camera, but they're like, he had no talent. He didn't have any fucking talent.
No doubt about it.
And what's interesting too,
you don't
is
think Diddy has any talent?
Not performing wise.
Right. Right. I think he's gotten better, but at the time, he wasn't like known for his rap chops like Biggie and Tupac were,
No.
And it's just interesting too to see like the contract that he had in place with Biggie that was coming due, and Biggie was going to be able to go do his own thing and not be, beholden to Diddy. And what do you fucking know? Biggie dies. And Diddy still has rights to all of his music. And Biggie's, numbers skyrocket. And then he makes this song and he performs it at the, award shows with Sting. And he charged, like, he made it seem like he was paying for Biggie's funeral, but like he charged the estate and like took it out of like royalties and stuff.
Yeah.
He's just not a good dude. And so it's crazy to think back, because I remember watching award shows, and I vividly remember the award show where he brought Tupac's mom and Biggie's mom up on stage together.
Yeah.
And they had like a moment, and it was supposed to be this like big uniting moment. And, teenage Amy was like, wow, that's really nice. And, but really behind the scenes, it's like, this dude probably had something to do with both of your sons' deaths. And here he is up there, a wolf in sheep's clothing, pretending like he's the good guy, Yeah. He just seems like a bad dude.
I watched the first episode, and I'm probably 15 minutes or so into the second episode. And I was struggling to watch it. There was nothing new really in that first episode. It was kind of a reset of his upbringing and new people talking about it. The only thing that has come out so far is something about him slapping his mom, I think is in that first episode. And she's come out and denied that completely.
Yeah. And it sounds like he had a really crazy upbringing, just like around women and stuff. But they do eventually, they talk to one of the guys who was like a gigolo for him and Cassie. And he's like, for years, like for 7 or 8 years, he was flying around and meeting Cassie and Diddy in these hotels. And how like anytime Tupac would come on like the playlist, Diddy would be like, change it. Like he like he didn't want Tupac to be playing in the background because his dick would get soft.
That's funny. I don't know. Is anything going to happen from it though? Is anything going to come from it?
Well, I mean, Diddy's in jail.
He's in jail for what? A couple of years or something?
No, I mean, he's in jail for, I think, better part of a decade.
Well, he got time served and 50 months. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's going to be in there for.
He sounds like a selfish prick. I had seen one thing that was talking about some woman needed, she dedicated her life to Diddy and helping him and all that, and then got sick and needed like $5,000 for a procedure or something. And he told her he didn't have it.
Yeah.
He said no. Like that. I can't wrap my head around that like at all, you know? That's really hard. I mean, that's like sociopathic on a level I just can't get my head around.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I also
if you have the means to help people, especially people really close to you, and not doing it, I don't get that. But
I also object, however, to the whole piling on thing. And I mean, at the end of the day, Cassie was an adult. She made decisions for her adult self that she wanted to be around Diddy. She wanted what he could give her.
Sure.
And she looked forward to it. There's text messages, like she enjoyed it. And for you then to just have like regret because now you're a mom and your husband's like, oh, you were kind of a whore with Diddy. It's like, I kind of object to the piling on because you weren't an underage kid. You were an adult and you chose to go places and fuck gigolos in front of him. And that was your sex life. It was what it was. You didn't have to do that.
The victim mentality makes it so that you're not at fault. It lets you off the hook. Well, I was the victim.
Yeah.
I was the victim in that case.
And I don't want to punish people for having freaky fetishes. Like if you're consenting adults, why would it be illegal to bring 2 consenting adults to you to engage in sex? Why is that illegal? And like what, you like baby oil and you want to watch your chick get fucked? Who cares?
Yeah.
So that's sex trafficking? That's insane.
Right. Yeah, it is. That's what I said. So he brought a hooker over. Who cares?
And I mean, he wasn't charged for beating the fuck out of Cassie in the hallway. That's not what he was charged with.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what everybody has in their mind is like, well, he's a horrible person because we saw that. Yeah, he is a bad dude. He wasn't charged with that, though. And I don't love putting people in jail for their sex lives. I think that's a little...
Yeah, that I'm not for either. There's a massive difference in like a sex trafficking ring where elites are trafficking children for their
against their will. They can't leave.
Yeah.
You know, it's Amy Bradley and the fucking Turks and Caicos. You know, she can't leave.
It's the problem I've always had with the Diddy thing. Like girls coming out now, it's like, bitch, I know. I lived through it. I remember what it meant to be at a Diddy party and how cool you all were. Like, you were not dragged there.
The down ass hoe. You want to be the down ass hoe.
Yes.
Okay.
And now you're older.
Who is fun, doesn't talk, keeps their mouth shut so you get an invite back. That's what you want to do. Yeah. You know?
Yep.
To have access.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So have I. Totally get it. Totally get it. And I think we all agree, like, yeah, consenting adults are doing whatever, like, good for you. But there's some self-agency there.
Yes.
You know, you want to do a documentary about, God, I feel now that I'm older and I have a child and, you know, I'm more mature. Me in my 20s, I'm not proud of what I did, getting deep dicked by half of Hollywood and Manhattan. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But acting like the victim makes it so that, oh, you weren't a whore. You were just a poor victim. Well, that's where a lot of us go, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck with that. Yeah. All right. Let's call it a day before my internet goes out again.
Hit the Amazon link. Hit the Amazon link, radiofor1.com.
Radiofor1.com. Yes.
If you're going to shop anyway.
Exactly. Please do us that small favor. Yeah. Anytime you're buying something on Amazon, which I know you're all doing.
Yes,
all of
you all are. I see boxes on everyone's porch.
Exactly. Patreon.com/TDC podcast. We'll do a live show tomorrow. And then Thursday, we'll do a member show as we get close to wrapping up the year. I got one email from James that I thought was interesting because we were talking about the NFL. I was asking if you think it's rigged. And he says, fully rigged for 60 years, Greg. It's how my cousin made his money.
What?
Well, now I need more to that story.
Good at betting?
Well, that can't be it. That wouldn't, like, if the NFL's rigged and you knew the outcome, that's how you made your money would be one thing, but
not rigged.
Is he a time traveler?
I don't know. See, I'm with you, Greg. I think the NBA, there's some shenanigans going on there. I think that's pretty clear to see. The NFL, I need more.
I need more proof, right?
Yeah, like what you mean by rigged. I just don't know how you could possibly rig a game like that without being completely obvious. And people are going to say, well, have you seen some of the calls?
Well, refs miss calls all the time.
Yeah.
At every level of football.
Yeah. Yep. And so I don't know. But if he claims his cousin was in on it, I'd love to hear how the NFL's been rigged for 60 years. And by the way, no one's talked. That's the other part.
No one's brought it up. In the NBA, we know it's been talked about because Donahue, the ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Admitted it.
Yep. Absolutely. And it'd be so easy to do for a ref when you're dealing with 5-on-5.
Yeah.
You know, call some bullshit thing to just kind of swing it.
Well, I mean,
shave a couple points. That'd be easy. Easy.
Chuck Daly felt like it was rigged.
Did he?
Yeah.
And
Well, because I knew his daughter really well, and and she would tell me, because I was ranting and raving about it back in the day about what a rig thing it was, and then they changed the rules to get rid of the Pistons.
Yeah,
you know. Yep. So it's totally rigged,
dude. They've changed these games so much. I'm sure you guys get it in your algorithm. I was on, I think, X, and something came up. It was like a game from 1990, Giants 49ers Candlestick or something. Not the playoff game that happened later that year, but it was like Monday Night Football, and it's like a 10-minute video, highlights, and it's like, yeah, I wasn't crazy. I remember when this league fucking ruled. It was awesome. There were, in this short 10-minute highlight video, there were 10 fucking hits that would have absolutely gotten you banned from the league. Banned.
You know what, though? Let me tell you something. I don't have a big problem with taking some of the dirty hits out. Like, here's my thing.
But these weren't dirty, Greg. These were just fucking hits, man. You knew if you were going over the middle and you were going to run into Ronnie Lott at the safety position, you might not just walk away from that. Well, it's crazy.
But I don't want my guys hurt either on my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I used to hate it when the defensive backs, she's falling asleep.
No, I'm not. I'm listening.
When the defensive backs would just tackle with their helmets, I'm like, that's not a tackle, man. You're trying to hurt somebody. Wrap up.
Yeah. I have a problem going at knees.
Yeah.
The one was at the Bears and the Packers. The guy picked up McMahon and slammed him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Eagles, Bears, like shit like that. Absolutely. I think it's good that they've taken away the 2 steps and then you could just blow up a quarterback. Like, yeah, it was kind of crazy back in those days where quarterback would release the ball and 2 seconds later some guy would just absolutely kill him.
Yep.
Like, sure, but the shit we're seeing now is I literally throw my hands up and I walk out of the room. Like, I can't take this league anymore. I can't take it.
Shut up. You still love it.
I do, man, but it's so hard. But I don't think it's rigged. I'm not willing to go that far.
Are you going to... Oh, Amy already ate, so she's good.
Yeah, her belly's full. She's good. She's going to go find Roops outside and watch Roops videos.
Okay.
She's going to play with Diesel.
Yeah. He's
I know what her night is. All right, kids. Well, let's call it a day there.
See you tomorrow.
All right, guys. Have